Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Falcons and the Engineers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Alexi Ramirez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
Now at the plate, Steve Rice, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, Dero, this has not been the kind of homestand.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
Stepping in now, Theo Rice, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Ramirez isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty B, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Batting third, the third baseman, Bruce.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat's going to win this one.
First pitch on its way. Grounded weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
That's it. The catcher, John O'Neill.
Stepping into the box, John O'Neill. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Rice stands at second with 2 gone. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Hard ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mason Kane starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jalen Jones.
Into the box now, Jalen Jones pops this one up. In there, a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Standing in now, Chase McCrary, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. First and second here with nobody out. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
At the plate, Freddie Ordonez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
The 0-2 home. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year as they move on top 4-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
So now to the plate, Scott Sterling. As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Count now a ball and a strike. Here's a little chopper to the right side. Gonna be a tough play, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
That is good. No left fielder. DeAndre.
So coming to the plate, DeAndre Davis. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Good curveball, strike 2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Benny Gutierrez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Shoots this one over to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Standing in, Jeffrey Bellamy. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting fifth, The left fielder, Joel Sloan.
At the plate now, Joel Sloan, as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Davis is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Batting seven, the second baseman.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Stepping in now, Rodney Myers. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. The average coming in at 266. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Grounded to the right. Oh, look at the sliding stop. One there, back to first, and they won't get them both, but they wouldn't have had any had it not been for an excellent play at first base. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ellis Means is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Now the 1-0. Lifted in the air out to right. McCrary is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Last half of the second set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Fernando Sanchez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Rice is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Harold Harman.
Digging in, Harold Harman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point, that last one.
Fastball called for strike 2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Homer Webster.
Now in the box, Homer Webster. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Digging in, Kevin Root, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Webster has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Steve Rice.
Striding forward now is the DH, Steve Rice. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
The first baseman, number 7, Leo White.
Into the box now, Theo Rice. Now a little pop-up here right in front of the plate. Sanchez camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Bruce Sanders. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is the left fielder. Into the Crawford boxes and gone.
As we take a look at the pitch location here, you can see that the pitch wasn't even in the strike zone, but clearly that didn't matter.
Now batting,
To the plate now, John O'Neill. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Ugh, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Line drive to left. And that's a fair ball heading for the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy. Cue shot here out towards short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. The Engineers are out in front 4-2. In now, Jalen Jones. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Hops this one up. Mize is there. 1 away.
The right fielder,
So with one
number
away, let's
6.
give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chase McCrary. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple. The speed they always talk about with this guy was on full display there.
Yeah, when you've got elite speed like this guy does, Matt, you don't need any help from the fielders to give you more time. He's thinking extra bases as soon as the ball gets to the outfield, and that time he wanted 3.
Standing in now, Freddie Ordonez, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and he can't come up with it. A throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
The designated hitter, number 9.
Stepping into the box, Scott Sterling. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2.
That's a ball.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
The left fielder, number 24, DeAndre Davis.
So stepping in, DeAndre Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. A runner on first with 2 away. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. The Engineers are out in front here, 5-2. Leading off the inning, Joel Sloan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rodney.
Into the box, Rodney Mize lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Ready with the 0-1.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he struck him out. So striding forward now, Ellis Means. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Kevin Root.
plate now, Kevin Root.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Fastball well outside.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Hit back toward the mound. Reined in. Barehanded for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Into the box, Benny Gutierrez.
The center fielder, Benny Gutierrez.
Here comes the first pitch. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. The 1-0. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting and they'll make him fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
In now, Fernando Sanchez, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the fly out.
Number 41, Harold Harmon.
Standing in, Harold Harmon comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out to right field. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And they'll add one more on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 6-2 ball game. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Homer Webster. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
The 1-0.
2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1. Softly hit out to short, and this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full, The Lower East Side leads this one 6-2. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And digging in is the veteran DH, Steve Rice.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 7, Theo Rice.
Now at the plate, Theo Rice. First offering on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
One out, nobody on. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
One strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on 2-1. Ball 3.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Ready to take his hags again, Bruce Sanders, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
That was a pretty good pitch, too, man. That last AB when he went deep, that was a fastball that was in and off the plate. So that tells me this guy likes the ball on that inner half of the plate or even inside off the plate. If I'm on the mound right now, I'm keeping the ball away from this guy.
First pitch on its way.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The next 3-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Has a look, now the pitch. Chop this one right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
now batting, the catcher, John O'Neill.
Ready for another shot now, John O'Neill. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
A ball and no strikes. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
From the belt, the pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
Count 2-1.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
That's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Dio. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Jeffrey Bellamy is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Now the 1-0. Popped up. Ordonez over to his left, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Lower East Side leads it 6-3. Clay Williams takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Williams.
Bottom of the inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Jalen Jones.
The shortstop, Jalen Jones.
He's set and the pitch. Here comes the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Two and one.
That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Two balls and 2 strikes now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
So a full count now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Scooped up, throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
The right fielder, number 6, Jake McCreary.
Digging in the switch hitter, Chase McCrary. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here's the first pitch to him. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. That evens it up 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
One strike.
One out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with a speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Freddie Ordonez. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Good pitch there on the inside. Black called the strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Chris Bowyer takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching, Chris Bowyer.
Top half of the 6th about to get started. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Joel Sloan. First pitch of the at-bat.
That's the ball.
Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rodney Mine.
Stepping in, Rodney Myers. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, 1-1. Bowyer, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2. Ellis Means, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
To the plate now, Ellis Means, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. McCrary will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Scott Sterling. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, DeAndre Davis.
Digging in once again, DeAndre Davis. First offering on its way.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Now the 1-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Benny Gutierrez.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Benny Gutierrez. From the stretch. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Here it comes, 2-0. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. Now the pitch. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And that's low, ball 4.
Now batting, first baseman, Fernando.
Now at the plate, Fernando Sanchez. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's in. Nope, outside.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Stepping in now, Harold Harmon. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He hit a sac fly earlier. The 1-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with the base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
The 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
It was obvious when the count went to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Stepping in, Homer Webster. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And low. It's a ball and a strike.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
2 out. Bases loaded. Into right field. That's a base hit. 1 run is scored. But the throw is well up the line, and a second run's going to score.
You know, D-Road, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box now, Jalen Jones. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to second for the 4th out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 7th inning coming up. The Engineers lead this one 8-3. Seventh inning ready to roll, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Kevin Root.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
0-1 the count. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Steve Rice. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First offering on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
Dad, you see the guy out on the mound. He's pitching with bad body language right there. There's blood in the water for a lot of these hitters.
You know, D-Row, you have to make up your mind when you run out there. You're going to do one of two things. You're going to be the hunter or the huntee. And right now, they're hunting this guy.
So now to the plate, Theo Rice. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Now batting, third baseman, Bruce Xanadu.
At the plate now, Bruce Sanders. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh and 1, here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0 and 2. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, John.
Now to the plate, John O'Neill. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
In the dirt here. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1 and 2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Two out with the man at first. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-2. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
But
join
not
us
before
for the
they're able to at
third
least get one back on the solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. The Engineers on top 8-4. Stepping up to the plate, Chase McCreary. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple.
Chase McCreary.
First pitch on its way. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Swing and a miss for strike one.
1-1.
Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Freddie Ordonez.
Freddie Ordonez will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. From the stretch. Runner goes in there. Now the throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. On the year, Ordonez averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Again, another foul ball.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Hit hard, but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. The 0-2 once more. Grounder down the line at third. Here comes another 0-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Next will be the designated hitter, Scott Sterling. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. McCreary is on his way home. He scores as they push the lead to 5 now.
Hey, Dero, I think we've got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs. It looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out and a runner on second base. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Means is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Benny Gutierrez. And a ball. 1-0.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 3-1. And the count will be full.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Lower East Side is on top here, 9-4. Nick Nelson will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Ready to begin the 8th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Jeffrey Bellamy.
The right fielder, Jeffrey Bellamy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled high in the air out to right field. McCrary moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The left fielder.
Stepping up now, Joel Sloan. He's set. Here it comes. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. Hit on the ground to third. Right to him. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding in, Rodney Myers. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A wave and a miss made him reach. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. A ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. The pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Webster is there, and the side is retired. Digging in, Fernando Sanchez.
Leading it off, the first baseman, Fernando Sanchez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1 and 2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that.
Seth McMillan answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Harold Harmon comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Homer Webster is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Justin Bird comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Ellis Means. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like you did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
At the plate, Kevin Root, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. 0-1 count, and the pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. It's up onto the train tracks and out of here. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, and just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, and boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both of them.
And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Now batter, first baseman, Bruce.
Standing in now, Bruce Sanders. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher, despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Roll, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Just hung in there on that one. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Now a move over to first. Runner's back. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
And he fouls this one off. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Fouled away.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Throw on to first is in time to get him. And the Engineers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
9-6 the final tally in this one. The Lower East Side put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Alexi